name is Pete Matthews. I born in Dunleary and lived in Dalkey. I was a regular club cyclist, Lorraine Club, from 1950. My great friend that started me off cycling, he took part in the parade in about 1953, and he borrowed the penny-farthing, and I rode it while he had it. Another cyclist said to me, there's a queer bike in the Rutland, which was a partnership lightweight shop in North Frederick Street. So I went up and I unearthed it from the basement, and it was a penny-farthing in very bad condition. So I asked the man would he part with it, and he said, oh, for a nominal sum. So he gave it to me for £1. And I done it up. People used to give me bikes just to preserve them, you know, they had belonged to the family and that. And I got them very cheaply or for nothing sometimes. But as it went on, it got dearer and dearer. So I ended up, when I retired in 1993, with over 150 bikes. So I pared them down a bit, and I'm sure I have over 100 now. This one is from 1888, and it was made in Coventry by the Coventry Machinist Company. The name penny-farthing comes from just the old penny and the farthing, and it just, the size, the big and the small. But they were just known as my bicycle or my bike. And when the safeties came in, there were so many of these that they were called the ordinary bike. So with people who want to preserve the history, they call it the ordinary. They were very upright frame, so they're fairly dangerous if you didn't take care. Even if you put on the brake, you're sent over the handlebars. It's a very tricky bike to ride. They've been in ditches and everywhere else, so if they're very old, you have a lot of work to get done. But it's very interesting little parts apart from the bike. This little bike, I should imagine, was a traveller's sample. A sample to shops showing what the modern racing bike would look like. You'd want to be only 6 months to ride, 6 months old to ride it. Unfortunately, I've never had a museum premises, so this is what I have to put up with, just having a chock-a-block. I'm interested in tricks, acting the fool, and I built several trick bikes. Penny-farthing is one of the hardest bikes to get used to, and because you're right over the hub, and if you pull the brake on too sharp or lean forward, you're likely to go over the bars and do a header. It's a tradition in the American club I'm in that at internationals they have trick riding competitions. And when I went first to America in 1991, there was a trick riding competition, and I entered that. You have to nominate 5 tricks, and they judge you on how well you do it. I took part and I won the trick riding competition on the penny-farthing, and I haven't been beaten at an international so far, so technically I'm still a high bike trick riding champion of the world. In 1988 I went to Tasmania to do penny-farthing racing, and I still go there and New Zealand nearly every winter. And then during the April or May I go to the internationals somewhere usually on the continent, Europe, but they've been in America and South Africa and different places around the world, Canada. So I've been along to Japan as well. And I've even ventured on a ship to Antarctica. On June the 10th, I'll be riding around Dublin on the Penny-farthing and Bloomsday. In May, I'm going to Paris for a cycle history conference, which I've been going to in different countries over the years. And this year, I'm going to an international near Blois in France after the history conference. And then there's a penny-farthing race and cycle spin in London. So I'll be cycling back from Blois to London on a Sunbeam bike from the 1930s. This is something I've been at all most of my life. So I've pictures of myself before I was even 3 on a bike. So it's something that's inbred. My wife is a cyclist as well. She was in the on Oiga, that's where I met her. I've a boy and 3 girls. They were all in the cycling club in their time and on committees and things, so it's in the blood, in the family. I done parades for Dublin Tourism for Patrick's Day Parade for 26 years, but I'm still doing a parade for Burr Vintage Week. If I get there this year in August, it'll be my 42nd year riding in that parade. I took up doing the bicycle polo, and my son after me, and he's still playing. He's over 50, and I still do a little bit of it, and I'm 76. That's me doing one of the tricks on the Penny-farthing. I do that one still, but I have stood on the saddle and on the handlebars and went along like that. And that's the ultimate. You want to see that? Well. This is the Penny-farthing, and how you start on it. You put your left leg up on the peg. Your 2 hands on the bars and you scoot, and when you have momentum you stand up straight, you put your leg on and hook yourself into the saddle. Oh, you can do yourself damage.
That was amazing.
Oh, yeah.